Mentoring programs are rarely ever one size fits all. Engagements work best not only when the personalities of the mentor and mentee are well matched, but also when the skills and availability of the mentor align with the needs and schedule of their mentee. To solve this problem, many companies are now creating open mentoring programs that allow mentees to request a mentor who more closely fits what they need at that moment in their career. As a program admin, though, it's not always easy to envision how new mentoring formats work in practice. Don't worry, we've got you covered. Hi, I'm Arash. Welcome to MentorcliQ's Mentoring Soundbites, where we offer insights on how to launch, match, engage, and measure mentoring programs with tips that come directly from our Fortune 500 clients. In this video, you'll learn more about how Sprinklr created an open mentoring program that has completely transformed its company culture. But first, we make these videos to help mentoring programs like yours succeed. If this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and comment so we can continue creating content that addresses your most pressing employee development, engagement, and retention needs.
I think the ones that really stand out is reading the testimonials that we have and really learning, either speaking to individuals or reading their experiences around how this program has impacted them both personally and professionally. Every time I read those stories and I hear about how people have been able to do things that they never thought were possible, it makes all of the time and effort and energy and love that we put into these programs absolutely worth it. And being a development professional, it reminds me that this work is so incredibly important and that I love what I do so much, and I'm so grateful for MentorcliQ and my wonderful team to be able to help our employees be at their best. At Sprinklr, we are very intentionally trying to build a culture of mentoring at Sprinklr. For these programs to be successful, I knew that we were going to need more than just a program, right? Just rolling it out with communications and the whole nine, that we would really need to infuse this into our culture. Building a program, a strong mentorship program, was always on the docket for us. What happened during the pandemic was, during about 2021 and beyond, we were actually fighting the Great Resignation at Sprinklr, and I know at other companies beyond. So we wanted to find a way to help our employees see the investment of staying at Sprinklr and growing their career there. So there was a lot to take into consideration given all of the change that was happening and the level of uncertainty. With our development philosophy being investing in people both personally and professionally, we always knew that mentoring was on the docket. It ultimately became a question of when. So for us, during the pandemic, about 2021, we realized that there was a huge need for mentoring at Sprinklr, and we figured that the time was now. So we decided to roll the program out, and it's been an extraordinary experience alongside MentorcliQ ever since. During the pandemic, as we mentioned, it was challenging to recruit mentors at the time. Our employees were dealing with challenges both personally and professionally inside and outside of Sprinklr. So one of the barriers to having mentors join the program was those challenges and a lack of time. So for us, what we knew that we needed to do is find a way to make this accessible and easy and remove the barriers to joining the mentorship program. One of the things that we did was actually change the definition of what a mentor is. And the reason we did that was a lot of folks at Sprinklr want to do an extraordinary job, and they wanted to do an extraordinary job at mentorship. A lot of them had never done mentorship before, so they had put an extraordinary amount of pressure on themselves to do it perfectly. And for those who had never done it before, they decided it might be too much work, or I might not be good at it right out of the gate. So one of the things that we did was, in addition to changing the definition of what a mentor was, we actually tried to remind people that you don't have to be a mentoring master. All you need to be is a friend. And it was a great opportunity for us to remind folks that There's so much more that goes into mentorship, and simply just being there for someone, both personally and professionally, can make an extraordinary difference in a person's life. Some of our marketing taglines for the program were, you don't have to be the perfect mentor, you just have to be a friend. And for us, that made it so much more accessible for people, because almost every single person on the planet, I hope, has at least one friend and knows what it feels like to be supported and cared for in that way. So shifting the definition really helped remind Sprinklerites that you don't have to be that mentoring master. All you need to be really is a friend. And that made it a lot more accessible for Sprinklerites to join and take the pressure off of themselves to have to fit that perfect role, and really just focus on the impact and the relationship and the outcomes. So one of my biggest, I would say, challenges or things I would have done differently when rolling out this program was, we were in the midst of the Great Resignation. It was 2021, and we had many problems that we were trying to solve. What we did when we were launching the program, in the interest of time and moving at breakneck speed like we like to do at Sprinklr, we kind of bypassed the stakeholder engagement piece. So we did it, but we also could have done probably a bit more of a thorough job. So in the interest of going fast, what we did was it ended up not hurting us in the long term, but it was a step that I thought we could skip, but it was actually one that we could skip for now, and then had to go back and really build that foundation. In order to build anything into the culture that's lasting and significant, stakeholder management is one of the most important things that you can do. So if you have the time and the bandwidth, I highly recommend starting there, because when you build that group of sponsors and champions, it makes it that much easier to continue to roll the program out, and increases your success exponentially, I'd say. One of the things that we have to be cognizant of as a global organization is making sure our communication reach every corner of the globe. So the more senior leaders that we had involved, the more that our message of mentoring was able to get spread across the entire organization. So that has been really instrumental in the success of this program, and something we absolutely plan to continue to build on. One of my absolute favorite memories while I've been at Sprinklr, I think it was around October, November of 2021 when we launched our program for the first time. I did a training at kickoff and was really excited about it. I had seen a woman who I had interviewed way back when join the call, and I had called her out and said, "Hey, Jen, I'm super excited that you're here." And did the training. Then I received a message from her after, and it said, basically, I've been in my current role for a long time, but I'm really looking to make a shift. And I'm not exactly sure what it is that you do, but I would love to learn, and the passion that you have for what you do is absolutely infectious. So if you wouldn't mind just talking to me for 30 minutes, I would absolutely love that. So of course I said yes. Of course, after doing a mentorship call, I would accept any mentorship request after that. So we were really excited. We worked together in our mentorship for about a year. A role opened up on my team, and I went on vacation and I came back, and she said, "Tina, I saw the role that was open for your team, and I'll totally be fine if I don't get chosen, but I would absolutely love to work for you and with you, alongside you here at Sprinklr." So it was an easy sell for sure, and in no time she joined the team. And my vision for her was, of course, to help her become a talent development professional. But I also wanted her to be able to grow her own mentorship skills. And I saw her passion for the mentorship program. So I knew that I would be ultimately grooming her and getting her ready for the role of taking on our full mentorship program. So now she runs our mentorship program alongside me and the rest of the team, and it has been an extraordinary experience watching her thrive, do extraordinarily well, and the impact that she's had so far has been really, really great. So I highly recommend to every single person, if you can, that mentoring, being a mentor was one of the greatest things that I've done, both at Sprinklr and in my personal life too. So I am a full testimonial for how impactful those relationships can be.
How would an open mentoring program transform the culture at your company? Let us know in the comments below. Mentoring programs work best when they're designed around creating the most impactful mentor-mentee relationship. While a framework approach can and will work in many cases, sometimes an open mentoring format is the best solution. Consider whether open mentoring makes sense at your organization. If it does, develop a strategy around launching an open mentoring program that allows your employees to have on-demand mentoring when and where they need it most. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to visit us at MentorcliQ.com and follow us on LinkedIn for more mentoring program insights and advice.